Okay.
Right.
Thanks so much,
So let's
Kathy.
see. Hmm?
Thanks so much.
Okay.
We're down to for certain seconds here.
Okay. So are
Bye.
you starting streaming now?
Yep. Hello, friends. Tom Chapin here on the Folk Project Streaming Tuesdays, and happy to be here. I spent the this last weekend up in New England on rainy days, driving up and down the coast. Some wonderful shows, but it made me think of this song. How many nights have found me here like this night? A turn of the wheel, a song on the radio. Raindrops fall and shatter in the headlights. How many nights? I don't want to know. Hearts on the road, so far from home. Somebody somewhere waits for you, but you're rolling hard tonight down some endless line away, with the headlights and the red lights and the blues. Hearts on the road. Someday I will make a map of my life, of where I've been and all that I've been through, and I will place you right here in the heartland, and every line will lead away, then lead back to you. Hearts on the road, so far from home. Somebody somewhere waits for you, but you're rolling hard tonight down some endless line away, with the headlights and the red lights and the blues. Hearts on the road. Hello again, I'm leaving. Goodbye, I'm coming home. But I need to know that you were there when I'm out here on my own. And I ain't no fallen angel, no hero in a hurricane, just a lonesome traveler late at night, driving through the rain. And my heart's on the road, so far from home. With every sweet sad song I think of you. All alone in bed tonight, are you wondering if I'm alright? With the headlights and the red lights and the blues. Hearts on the road. Hearts on the road. Hello again, I'm leaving. coming home. Hello again, I'm leaving. Goodbye, I'm coming home. Hearts on the road. Hearts on the road. I'm actually home tonight, which is nice. But it is a rainy, kind of cool, rainy night. I'm looking forward to seeing some sunshine pretty soon. So tonight's going to be fun. I'm going to sing a few songs that I picked, but there's a whole bunch of folks who sent in requests. So I'm going to do those as well. And so glad you're with me on this. Here's a song that I wrote years ago, and love song. And I was going to sing it at my daughter Jessica's wedding at the rehearsal dinner, the night before. But the groom's dad got up and gave a speech using exactly this metaphor. And I thought, oh man, if I'm going to sing this song, it'll sort of blow his speech out of the water. So I did another song. And a few years later, my youngest daughter Lily's wedding, at the rehearsal dinner, I did this song. And her friends all were, oh, your dad wrote that for you. That's so beautiful. And she didn't say much, I think. I don't think she said, well, it was there. But it fit the moment. So fast, so far to fall after all the talk. We didn't think at all, we just fell in a rush of emotion. Now we're lost in an ocean halfway between lovers and castaways. I ain't gonna worry no more. Nothing that needs to be done. Not gonna fight, not gonna run. Nothing new under the sun, except one and one makes one. I don't know how to keep them apart, how to separate head from heart. I don't know. I don't even want to. How do you hold on to yourself when you fall into someone else? I ain't gonna worry no more. Nothing that needs to be done. Not gonna faint, not gonna run. Nothing new under the sun, except one and one makes one. I see you as the wild wind blows through your hair. You made this song a prayer. You made me surrender. You taught me the tender and true. Now I'm losing myself in you. I ain't gonna worry no more. Nothing that needs to be done. Not gonna faint, not gonna run. Nothing new under the sun, except one, and one makes one. One and one, they said it could not be done, but I know one and one makes one. One and one makes one. Little mathematics for you there. So the newest album is Hold Our Ground, and I want to do a couple of things from that, especially this first one. Just make sure I'm in some kind of tune here. Yeah. Co-wrote this with my friends Chapin. If you listen close, I'll share a thought or two about who I am and what I'm trying to do. I've come to toss some words up in the air with a tune to float and fly them to your ear. I'm not a savior sent here from on high. I'm just a singer trying to get by. I'm not a messenger from some far distant star, just a poet with an old guitar. And I am no magician who makes things disappear, but I can cast a spell to calm your doubt and fear. Listen to the sky when the night is clear. Hear what the ancients call the music of the spheres. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's your part if you want. Ooh, ooh, there's magic in the air. Hear the notes are flying, flying everywhere. It's an ancient art as old as humankind. Sing your song and move on down the line. I am not a preacher calling judgment down, just a troubadour traveling town to town. I'm not a sorcerer with potions rare and strong, just an old musician trying to get along. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm no therapist to heal your hurting soul, just another traveler on the open road, standing on a stage with methods tried and true. Open up your heart, let the music through, and listen close, there's magic in the air. Hear the notes are flying, flying everywhere. It's an ancient art as old as humankind. Sing your song, then move on down the line. Sing a song, then move on down the line. I'll sing my song, then move on down the line. Ooh, 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 last chance. Ooh, sing a song and move on down the line. Yeah. Let's stay in the music theme for a minute here. Let me see, where are my glasses? There they are. This was requested by Angela Capella. I did not learn this music at my grandma's knee, but from some old musicians I never got to see. And I know them by their records, their voices, and their songs. I'm blessed to be with you tonight, to pass the music on. For the good times and the high times, through the suffering and pain, it's a song of generations singing in my veins. I still hear that old time music of good friends now long gone. I am here tonight to pass the music on. Well, you know I'm not traditional and I've never claimed to be, but I come from a tradition that others made for me. They're still alive inside my heart, although they're now long gone. I like to think they trusted me to pass the music on. For the good times and the high times, through the suffering and pain, it's the song of generations singing in my veins. I still hear that old time music of good friends now long gone. I am here tonight to pass the music on. And most of the songs I got tonight, I must admit I wrote. Others I've learned heart to heart instead of note by note. And now as I grow older and new folk come along, I'll help you out the best I can to pass the music on. Yeah. I've sung these songs to some old friends I never will forget. And I've sung them with an audience of folks I've hardly met. So here we are together to celebrate the song. We'll sing and play our part tonight and pass the music on. For the good times and the high times, through the suffering and pain, it's the song of generations singing in my veins. I still hear that old time music of good friends now long gone. I am here tonight to pass the music on. I am here tonight to pass the music on. We are here tonight to pass the music on. Here to pass the music on. Well, so here's a little history lesson. Greenwich House Music School, I was 7 years of age. fighting with the little notes all swimming on a page. Squeaking, squawking clarinet, I hated truth to tell. I still can't play 5 years of music lessons shot to hell. But I learned to read a melody that fit my mother's plans for me. Put the boys in the choir, take 'em off the street. If he's singing in church, then he's off the concrete. Put the boys in the choir, make a joyful noise. Turn these happy hoodlums into choir boys. Grace Church, Brooklyn Heights, my mother dragged me in to see. And McKittrick choir director waiting there for me. Auditioning at 8 years old and scared as I could be. But I could sing the note she played and read a melody. I must have done alright, 'cause that Friday night she put the boy in the choir. Took him off the street, he's singing in church. If he's singing in church, then he's off the concrete. Put the boys in the choir, put the boys in the choir, make a joyful noise. Turn these happy hoodlums into choir boys. Miss McKittrick took these tough young boys from the neighborhood. Lutheran, Catholic, Baptist, Jew, if you could sing then you were good. 4 days a week she'd hold our heathen feet to the fire. She made the crime rate lower and our voices higher. She put the boys in the choir, took him off the street. If he's singing in church, then he's off the concrete. Put the boys in the choir, make a joyful noise. Tonight I'm sitting on the stage, I'm lining out a song. Let the music lift our spirits, singing right from wrong. Miss McKittrick smiling as I dance upon the wire. All these long years later, I'm still singing in the choir. And if you can hold a melody, then you can sing with me. Put the boys in the choir, take him off the street. If he's singing in church, then he's off the concrete. Put the boys in the choir, put the boys in the choir, make a joyful noise. Turn these happy hoodlums into choir boys. Turn these happy hoodlums into choir boys. And she did. Interesting choir. Big John Wallace was in that choir. My brother Steve was. Dan Bergman, wonderful folk singer up in the upstate New York, and Robert Lamb, Bobby Lamb, a lead singer of Chicago, the band Chicago, amongst many other folks. But those some people that pretty famous people went through that choir. My brother Harry was never in the choir, but a little bit older. So I'm going to do another brand new song about music. And you're in a choir, you hear some amazing music. It was an Anglican choir of boys and men in the Anglican Church, Episcopal Church, and it was some really wonderful music, Gounod and Handel and all that stuff, and it was really great. But these days, in the real world, my friend John Forster and I were thinking about what a hymn is, and that became this song. There are songs that come and go, songs I barely know, but the songs I know and love feel like hymns. Motown hit, a sing-along, a lullaby, a Beatles song. This is the hymn book in my head. I pick a hymn, she-do run run, and when I'm scared to carry on, I belt it out to drive away the dread. These are my hymns, fa la 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 la, hymns, sha la 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 la. I sing 'em when I'm happy, sing 'em when I'm blue, relaxing in my living room, or staring down the face of doom. Wop bop a loo bop lop bamboo. These are my hymns. Silent night, stormy weather, in my life come together. I know I'm of a certain age, and though your book may not have this page, these are the hymns I carry in my heart. Summertime, my funny Valentine, I'll sing lead and we won't need a chart to sing these hymns. Fa la 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 la, hymns, sha la 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 la. I sing 'em when I'm happy, sing 'em when I'm blue, messing round my living room, or staring down the face of doom. Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. These are my hymns. Na 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 na, la la la, la 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 la, E-I-E-I-O. Hallelujah, fa la la la, hallelujah, sha na 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 na. I'm singing when I celebrate, sing 'em when I grieve. Songs so right that ring so true, they touch the deepest part of you. Na 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 na, na 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 na. This land is your land, like a rolling stone. Where have all the flowers gone? Deep in my heart, I do believe. Bop bop a loo bop a lop bamboo. These are my hymns. These are my hymns. My hymns. So, well, here's one of the hymns that we wrote. Allie Meyer asked for this. Always happy to sing this song, which one of the songs that woke up the astronauts on the Discovery 7 space shuttle. We woke up John Glenn way back when. It's been sung by many. I feel real blessed that many a music teacher in grammar school and other places and choirs are singing this song. This pretty planet spinning through space, you're a garden, you're a harbor, you're a holy place. Golden sun going down, gentle blue giant, spin us around all through the night. Say till the morning light. It's something we're really thinking about these days, for my kids and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. This wonderful place we live. And had an interesting one to be asked to sing, which is also from the let's see, John DeBala. Someone's going to use it. He said he had a 5-year-old, I think, watching tonight, so I think I'll sing that for him. When you stand at the sink, did you ever think about the water running down the drain? That it used to be in the deep blue sea, and before that it was rain. Then it turned to snow for a guy named Joe to use in a snowball fight, before it headed south till it reached your mouth to help you brush your teeth tonight. Someone's gonna use it after you. Someone needs that water when you're through. 'Cause the water, land, and air, these are things we've got to share. Someone's gonna use it after you. When you sneeze like thunder, did you ever wonder if the air you set in motion might have helped to form a tropical storm way out in the western ocean? Could have been blown out of a blue whale spout as he dove beneath the seas. And now that air is in your care till you're finished with your sneeze. And someone's gonna use it. Achoo. God bless you. Someone needs to breathe it when you're through. 'Cause the water, land, and air, these are things we've got to share. Someone gonna use it after you. Like a wheel, the world is turning. Forest green and sky blue. It will turn that way forever as the old is born anew. Someone's gonna use it after you. So leave it as you'd like it when you're through. 'Cause the water, land, and air, these are things we've got to share. Someone gonna use it after you. Last chance. Someone's gonna use it after you. So leave it as you'd like it when you're through. 'Cause the water, land, and air, these are things we've got to share. Someone's gonna use it after you. That rocks. Great little song. So here's an oldie. Let's see who. Marilyn Garfinkel asked for this. Marilyn. And it's a song I wrote about my late brother Harry when he was still alive. This is on my first album. Ends my first album. And I remember playing it for Harry, the track of the last album, and he didn't realize it was about him. He said, "Oh, okay, pretty good song." Well, I dreamed I saw you at the end of the rainbow. Years behind, a young boy started his journey to the sun. And I watched you walking there, out on the headlines, into yourself, thinking about number one. Hold your hand out, hear her whisper. She wants to know when you'll be coming home. Watch the circle, life is like that. Turn around and you might be alone. Well, they love you in the shadow of a melody. And afternoons they waited for you standing in the rain. And you call her every night with a prayer and a promise. hard as you try, nothing stays the same. Hold your hand out, hear her whisper. She wants to know when you'll be coming home. Watch the circle, life is like that. Turn around and you might be alone. Walk a straight line, try and keep your balance. Live each day the strongest you know how. You may never know the answer to the question, what is it worth? Who listens anyhow? So you put your head down and drive into tomorrow. Working harder's the answer for a young man on the run. And I watch you walking there out on the headlines. And I hope you make it now to number one. Hold your hand out, hear her whisper. She wants to know when you'll be coming home. Watch the circle, life is like that. Turn around and you might be alone. Watch the circle, life is like that. Turn around and you might be alone. All right. Let's see. Another one from that period. Oh my goodness. This is who asked for this one? Hey Momma. Gail Campbell. Hi Gail. Let's see. How's it start? Somehow I never learned her name. Love to watch her walk down Willow Lane, carrying something in her hand. You could tell she's a friend to man. Across the street I'd watch her move, dreaming about what I would do if I had the chance to make her mine. I rehearsed a hell of an opening line. Hey Mama, what you doing to me? I'm so in love with being free. Ever since I saw your face, I've been a prisoner in time and space. You got blue eyes and a wanting mouth like a northern sky that's heading south. Won't you take me home? Take me home. There's a pastry shop on Bleecker Street, heaven in an oven I can't pass without a treat. Step inside, dollar in my hand. There she is, talking to the page. since I saw your face, I've been a prisoner in time and space. You got blue eyes and a wanting mouth like a northern sky that's heading south. Won't you take me home? Take me home. And you know I dreamed I'd live forever. Don't mind the time flying by me, no. She's just a tune I'm humming all alone at night with nobody. Tell this is a young man's song. Some days I just can't win. Every day's another begin again. She's married now to some young lawyer man, living her life out in lawyer land. Hey mama, what you doing to me? I'm so in love with being free. Ever since I saw your face, I've been a prisoner in time and space. You got blue eyes and a wanting mouth like a northern sky that's heading south. Won't you take me home? Take me home. Hey mama. Wow. My wife Bonnie's older brother is gone now, Howie Broker, but he loved that song. He said, play that Lawyerland song. He was a divorce lawyer. He liked Lawyerland. So I got a brand new song which no one has heard, except I think Claudia at my office and Michael Mark, who helped me write it. This town I live in, or lived in, and we moved actually, we're the next town over now. Piermont, New York, was had for a little while the longest train in the world. Went from the pier in Piermont to Dunkirk on the Erie and Lake Erie. Kind of a little bit after the Erie Canal, it started and showed how important it was to get stuff from the Midwest across down the Hudson, and really opened up New York City as the great port that it was. Before that, there was a big question whether it was going to be New York or Louisiana, and so on. So this is a story of the guy and the trains in New York along the Hudson. There's a guy named Eleazar Lord, and they're making a little. They made a little documentary which I narrated, and after I narrated, I narrated. I said, "Well, this is a good story. We should write a little train song that goes along with it." So I think this is going to be on. The opening of it goes. All aboard! I have to read the words because it's brand new. North from New York City sits the little town of Piermont, a spot to watch the Hudson River flow. The railroad tracks all quiet here, up on the hill and down the pier, were quite a different story 200 years ago. The Erie Canal had just been built. It's an age of dreams and dreamers. Here comes a man named Eleazar Lord, a preacher turned a businessman who visualized a master plan. We're gonna build a railroad. All aboard the train of history. All aboard, that's how it used to be. In this town on this river with the old railroads, next stop Piermont, all aboard. Now New York trains were not allowed to cross state border lines. Eliezer kept that thought in mind. As he searched and surveyed carefully, it didn't take him long to see that Piermont was the hub he'd hoped to find. By train from Dunkirk to the Hudson, then by boat to New York City, was the plan that Eliezer Lord unfurled. The Erie Railroad, his design was monumental at the time, the longest railway system in the world. For all aboard the train of history, all aboard, that's how it used to be. In this town, on this river, with the old railroads, next stop Piermont, all aboard. Well, he built that railroad and it thrived, and as Piermont's fortunes rose, Lord built himself a castle on the hill. Then up in Albany one day, politicians had their say. They changed the law as politicians will. When the Erie Railroad, now allowed to cross state border lines, skipped Piermont and went straight on to New Jersey. I'll move people now instead of freight, said Lord, and started to create the brand new Northern Railroad Company. The Northern Railroad flourished till roads and trucks and bridges brought people, food, and freight to Piermont town. And nowadays, from dusk to dawn, things arrive by Amazon, and people drive to get themselves around. Well, the railroad's gone, the barges too, but hanging in the air, the magic that is Piermont still remains. And as I walk along the shore, remembering what was here before, I swear that I can almost hear those trains. All aboard the train of history, all aboard, that's how it used to be. In this town, on this river, in the old railroads, next stop Piermont, all aboard, all aboard the train of history, all aboard, that's how it used to be. On this train, in this town, on this river, and the old railroads, next stop Piermont, all aboard. The kids found this. I really like it. I should take this to Winfield every year when the railroads come by. So I'll let you guys know when the film is happening. I think it's going to be sometime in the next couple of months. They'll have something. The Piermont is a wonderful historic society, and they did films about the paper mill, which is on the pier, and also Last Stop in USA, because almost 1 million GIs went to World War II from the pier in Piermont, because they didn't want them to be going to New York City, so they started a place called Camp Shanks 4 miles inland from here, and that's where most of the, and then they would take them down to New York, and they never touched New York City. They come down on barges and put them on the boats that went to Europe. So interesting little town, and now there's gonna be a song and a film about the railroads, which is very cool. Let's see. I'm going to switch instruments here. This is a big change. It's a song that John McCutcheon and Michael Mark and I wrote the week of 9/11 out in Winfield, Kansas. And it was a Tuesday that it happened, and by the weekend, finally the plane started going again, and Michael and I took the first flight to Wichita from New York. I think John and Tommy Slothauer, his roadie, John McCutcheon, drove from Charlottesville, Virginia, all the way out to Kansas. And when we got there, he said, "Man, I'm glad you're here, because so many of the artists couldn't get here." and there's 20,000 people here, and they really need this. And so he said, I started a song, and all day long we worked on that song in between states, and then on Saturday night we sang it for 20,000 people who all that night felt like New Yorkers. Seven and eight, my sister and I, lost in the woods as lightning filled the sky. We ran through the rain, and there up ahead was a light on the porch. Come home like Mama said, follow the light when you're lonely and lost. When out in the darkness you are tumbled and tossed, follow your heart wherever you may be. Follow the light on home to me. Out on the sea, the waves heave and rise. Far from the shoreline, storm clouds mount the skies. We look for a sign, a welcoming sight, a beacon that shines to guide us home tonight. Follow the light when you're lonely and lost. When out on the ocean you are tumbled and tossed, follow your heart wherever you may be. Follow the light on home to me. There's a hole in our skyline, a hole in our town, a hole in our hearts, the whole world around. How do we heal? Tell me, how do we see the mercy that shines in you and me? We follow the light. When the world feels so big and we feel so small, and you wonder if life has any meaning left at all. When you're losing the fight, when you're losing the fight, hold on to my hand and we will follow the light. Follow the light when you're lonely and lost. When out in the darkness you are tumbled and tossed, follow your heart wherever you may be. Follow the light on home to me. Follow the light. Who asked for Follow the Light? Sue Arnell. Thank you, Sue. Great song. Miss having the boys with me, with Michael and John and John. Let's see. How are we doing time-wise here? Getting pretty close. Couple more songs. I'm going to do two more songs. And if you feel like it, this is you can go in and pop a few shekels toward me, but I really just want to say thanks so much for coming in tonight, and hope I get to see you live. There's lots of interesting concerts happening on my website. It was a famine and then feast. I've been playing a lot this fall, and next month we're doing 4 shows with the whole family. Harry Chapin at 80, a retrospective in the Midwest, and then one in down in New Jersey as well, and a bunch of other things happening. So check it out, and thanks so much for being part of this. I want to thank now, before I'm over, Gary Pratt and Kathy Cacavalli. If I could pronounce it, I would. And I don't like to say goodbye. I don't want today to end, but we will be happy together tomorrow again. Together tomorrow, my friend. We will be happy together tomorrow again. Now you may walk a rocky road, my road may twist and bend. We'll share all our stories when we get together tomorrow again. Together tomorrow, my friend. We will be happy together tomorrow again. Every day must pass away, never to come again. Tonight when I'm sleeping, I'll dream of us being together tomorrow again. Together tomorrow, my friend. Tonight when I'm sleeping, I'll dream of us being together tomorrow again. Together tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Let that just ring for a while. Now you've been watching if you've been watching me, you've been seeing this banjo behind me. So I thought I'd finish up with something on here that Jeannie Francolanci asked me to do. And this is the last song on the new album, Hold Our Ground. And it started as a Cy Khan sent me an email, said, I'm working on these songs here. I want a list of the songs we've written together, and tell me what your music publishing company is. And I said, it's called The Last Music Company. And he writes back, oh, that's a cool name. I bet there's a good story behind it. And I actually said, well, the story is basically I tried 4 names, and every one was taken until I got to this one. And, The Last Music Company. I put it down, and it went through. So that's been my company for a long time. So Cy sent the first verse of the song and said, okay, your turn. So the first verse is his and the rest is mine. Where have they gone, these friends that I loved, who over the years meant so much to me? Their faces drift by as I wait by the door of the Last Music Company, hoping and watching for them to appear. I am lost in the sweet mist of memory. Time stands as still as a night with no moon at the Last Music Company. My friends and my family still hold up my heart as each loss brings my world to its knees, and I seek out a refuge in the workshop of song at the Last Music Company. I've worked at this table with many a good friends, catching up as we partner a new melody with a story in rhyme that might make it sometime to the Last Music Company. There's no distance that love can't erase. In a lifetime of memories, I've carved out a place to remember your voice and the smile on your face at the Last Music Company. Where do we go when we come to the end of the pathway laid out for you and me? May we summon the courage and grace for to face the Last Music Company. There's no distance that love can't erase. In a lifetime of memories, I've carved out a place to remember your voice and the smile on your face at the Last Music Company. Where have they gone, these friends that I loved, who over the years meant so much to me? I'll remember your voice and the smile on your face at the Last Music Company. The Last Music Company. Thank you, friends. Have a great night. Thanks so much for being part of this. Hope I get to see you soon. I'm hitting the exit.